Hey everybody, and welcome back to What If Misty Never Met Ash. If you did not see the first episode, this is going to be episode 2, and I will put a link in the description to the playlist below where you can catch up on the episodes. So where we last left off, Misty had just lost to her sister and was planning to spectate a boy who planned on challenging the Cerulean City Gym. So without any further ado, let's get into What If Misty Never Met Ash, Episode 2, Watch and Learn. After picking up her Pokemon from the center, Misty heads back to the gym. She sneaks into the stands of the gym to avoid her sisters, who are preoccupied talking about a show they're going to be putting on in a couple of weeks from now. Not long after, the boy that Misty saw at the Pokemon Center enters the pool area. "I'm here to challenge the gym, now!" he demands, interrupting the sisters' conversation. "Well, hello to you too," Daisy says in a sarcastic tone, matching the young boy's rude energy. Violet rolls her eyes at the boy's rude attitude, and in doing so, she spots Misty in the stands. Violet glances away from Misty quickly, however, as it was clear to her that Misty didn't want to be spotted, and if she informs the other sisters of Misty's locations, they'd make a scene out of it, embarrassing Misty further. "I'm Pert, from Burbank City in the Unova region, and I'm here to claim a badge," the young boy says. "Well, to challenge our gym, you have to—" "Hold up, your name is Pert?" Violet interrupts herself. Lily, continuing where Violet left off, says, "To challenge our gym, you have to pick which sister you want to battle. Then scan your license over at that machine so we know how many badges you have and give you the proper challenge." "Pert? Like dirt with a P?" Violet asks, still flabbergasted by the unique name. Pert narrows his eyes in annoyance and points at Violet, stating, "I choose her." "Well, it's extremely rare that we get Unovan challengers, but I accept your challenge, Pert," Violet says. Pert walks over to the machine to scan his Pokédex, which acts as his license. This shows that he has 3 badges. So Violet goes to retrieve the Pokemon for a 4th badge challenge. When she returns, they take positions. Daisy, refereeing, states, "This will be a 3-on-3 Pokemon battle with no time limit, and only the challenger can make substitutions. The battle is over when one side has no more Pokemon fit for battle. Battle begin! Poliwhirl, I choose you!" Violet sends out Poliwhirl onto one of the platforms of the pool. "Stunfisk, let's go!" Stunfisk is sent out into the pool itself. Misty from the stands awes over Stunfisk, as she's never seen a water Pokemon like that before. She looks over at Violet, who looks puzzled, and says to herself, "I guess Violet hasn't seen that Pokemon before either." The battle begins. Pert orders a Thunder Shock. The move lands, causing Poliwhirl to wince, but he manages to shake off the electric attack. Violet orders a Bubble Beam, and Poliwhirl shoots out fast bubbles from his hand. Stunfisk is commanded to dodge, but it's too late. The move connects and knocks Stunfisk to the back of the pool, slamming into the wall. "Come on, get it together!" Pert angrily yells to his Pokemon. Stunfisk shakes off the hit and swims forward to get back into the battle. "Hypnosis, Poliwhirl!" Poliwhirl dives into the pool and shoots off purple translucent rings from its midsection, causing Stunfisk to fall asleep. Poliwhirl is ordered to use Wake Up Slap, and this, with Stunfisk asleep, knocks out the unique Pokemon. Pert recalls Stunfisk. "Worthless," he angrily says to the Pokeball. This angers Misty, to the point where she stands up, revealing herself, and in a sudden outburst yells, "Hey! You can't just talk to your Pokemon like that!" This catches everyone's attention. "Well, if it isn't the runt, come back to see how real gym leaders battle?" Lily snarkily addresses her sister. "Who the heck are you?" Pert asks, annoyed. "I'm Misty, the 4th sensational sister," Misty states. "There are only 3 sensational sisters and 1 runt," Lily corrects. Misty glares at her pink-haired sister. "Enough, Lily!" Daisy scolds. "Well, whoever you are, just mind your own business," Pert says, brushing Misty off. "Frillish, let's go!" Pert sends out Frillish into the pool. This is another Unovan Pokemon that none of the girls had seen before. Violet commands a double slap, but ends up going straight through Frillish, revealing to Violet that it's a ghost type. Knowing that she only has one move on her Poliwhirl that can hit ghost types, Violet orders a Bubble Beam. It connects, but the bubbles are absorbed. Realizing that her Poliwhirl can't damage a ghost type with water absorb, Violet forfeits this round and recalls Poliwhirl. Violet then sends out Wartortle. Frillish is ordered to use Poison Sting and shoots purple needles towards Wartortle. Wartortle is ordered to reflect them with a Rapid Spin, as the needles bounce off his shell. Misty sees this and realizes even though Rapid Spin doesn't affect ghost types, you can use moves to make attacks ineffective. Wartortle then swiftly swims towards Frillish thanks to the speed boost from Rapid Spin, with a bite attack. But Frillish is ordered to use Acid Armor, and turns almost completely invisible, causing Wartortle to look around frantically. Frillish starts firing Poison Stings from stealth, making contact with Wartortle's weaker spots, and poisons it. Pert smirks and orders a Hex. Ghostly wisps spin around Wartortle before slamming into him and knocking him out. Violet recalls Wartortle and sends out her final Pokemon, Tentacruel. Tentacruel uses Screech. The loud ear-piercing sound causes Frillish to lose focus, holding his head and lowering his acid armor, revealing his location. Violet commands a knockoff. Two of the tentacles glow and slam into Frillish. Frillish is then ordered to use Giga Drain. The tips of the tentacles glow green and extend, wrapping around Tentacruel, damaging it. Violet smirks as the green glow turns purple and travels back up to Frillish, who in turn writhes in pain and is knocked out, unable to battle. "What?" Pert exclaims in shock. Violet explains that this was liquid ooze that knocked out his Frillish. Misty slyly smiles, happy that her sister is showing this jerk of a trainer what for. Knowing that Violet is the most strategic of her sisters, believes she has this in the bag. Pert recalls Frillish and sends out Duosion. Duosion floats over the pool. This makes Tentacruel surface to engage with this floating Pokemon. Duosion floats around an attempted Wrap attack in an eccentric manner, and uses Protect against a knockoff attack. Tentacruel is then ordered to use Scald to knock it out of the air. Duosion uses Psychic and redirects the Scald back into the squid Pokemon, knocking it underwater. When Tentacruel surfaces, he is unable to battle. "Tentacruel is unable to battle! The winner is the challenger Pert!" Daisy announces. After the Pokemon are recalled, Daisy grabs a mini badge case with a single Cascade badge inside. Misty and her sisters walk up to the boy with the badge case in hand, opening it and revealing the Cascade badge. "This is the Cascade badge, proof that you've beaten the Cerulean City Gym," Violet explains. Pert, not even looking at the girl, takes the badge and leaves without a word. "What a rude kid," Lily states. "I'd be too if my name was Pert," Misty remarks quietly. Daisy snickers and asks, "Hey, did you hear what Misty said?" "What'd she say?" Violet responds. "She said, I'd be too if my name was Pert." Violet snickers and smiles, while Lily just stares at Misty. Violet's smile slowly fades away, seeing Lily's reaction. And after 3 seconds of silence, Lily breaks the silence by saying, "Guess you had to be there." Misty responds, "You were, but it was more of a side comment than a joke. You're a joke." Lily interrupts. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go on a journey of my own, and I'm not coming back until I'm an amazing Pokemon trainer who can blow you guys out of the water. Pun intended." "Misty, you'll never make it. You're just not ready," Violet says. "I'll show you!" Misty shouts as she runs out the gym, ignoring her sister's calls to stop her. Misty grabs her bike and heads home next to the gym, and takes a shower and puts on a new outfit, and packs her bag for the journey. With sunset approaching, Misty heads back to the lake, where she caught Goldeen, hoping to fish up another Pokemon that can battle on land. When she reaches her spot, she only sees fish Pokemon like Goldeen and Magikarp, no sign of Pokemon who are suitable for land battles. But can't see further down the lake. Misty sends out Staryu and asks for assistance getting to the far end of the lake, to look for the Pokemon. Staryu lets out an affirming cry and hops into the shallow of the lake. But as Staryu lands, electricity begins coursing through its body, as Staryu seizes from the shock. "Staryu!" Misty calls out. Staryu collapses backwards, its jewel flickering, indicating that it's paralyzed. Misty kneels down to see what could have possibly done that to her Pokemon. When she looks into the water, eyes appear from the muddy shallow and look back at her. And that's going to be it for episode 2 of What If Misty Never Met Ash? Watch and Learn. What do you think Misty absorbed and learned from watching the battle between Pert and Violet? And what are those eyes staring back at Misty? All this will be answered and more in the next episode of What If Misty Never Met Ash. So see you guys next time. Bye!